So today at 8 a.m., approximately 8 a.m., one of my twin girls, Polina, who's 12 years old, had a seizure. So my husband and I, we were upstairs. The girls were having breakfast downstairs, and Nikki came upstairs and told Dad that Polina fell down from a chair. So my husband, I was still upstairs, so I didn't know anything yet. I was using bathroom and doing my personal things in the morning, and my husband was screaming and yelling, "Yana, come downstairs, come downstairs." So I came downstairs. He was holding Paulina on the floor. I grabbed her from him and I put her on the side, and she was unresponsive. I was calling her name, I grabbed her hand, and it was very weak, no reaction. I could feel she was breathing, but heavily breathing. Her lips were turning blue. So I was yelling to my husband, call 911. Call 911 because I didn't have my phone with me. I left it upstairs. So he was panicking too. So he called 911 and briefly explained what happened to her. I was panicking, I was yelling when of the coming, because I didn't know what to do. And I was telling woman on the phone that her lips turned blue, and she said, okay, count her breathing, put your hand on her chest and count her breathing. And but my hands were shaking and I couldn't do it. So my husband was doing it and was telling her the result. And she said, yeah, she's breathing normally, and keep her on her side like you are doing. So the ambulance team is on your street, go open the door. It took them about like 5 minutes to arrive, so they did really good. They came downstairs, she was on my hands, and they said, okay, you can let her go. And I just was so shocked. I had tears in my eyes. And by the way, I'm with her right now at the children's hospital. She's heavily sedated right now. And so anyway, the fire department team asked us questions. What happened? How did it happen? What she's taking? What medication? What not? And they said that we are going to bring her to a children's hospital because there is no reason to bring her to adult. And we can take one of you with they can take one of you with them. You can sit inside. So I got ready very fast, put pants on, my wallet, my purse, and I was sitting inside with one of the EMT guy and my daughter. And but we have not seen her seizure. She didn't have any seizure when I was with her. So, but all of a sudden, while we were on the way, she started to have a seizure. She was seizing. Sorry, my brain is not working very well right now. Anyway, it took him like around 2 minutes to take medications, unlock it, and give it to her. We arrived to the Children's Hospital in San Diego. They brought her to the emergency room, and the doctor didn't want to intubate her yet so fast, so they thought that she could recover on her own. But she was seizing again. So, and they gave her medication. Then maybe 30 minutes later, she woke up and she started to wake up, and all of a sudden she was vomiting. So they decided to put a tube into her throat and give her propofol. It's a anesthesia medication. Anyway, and they brought her upstairs to PICU, and with her right now. And they watching her neurologist since today is a Sunday. The neurologist, they are watching her through the camera, and they do EEG at the same time. There is a computer right there. Anyway, and what's scary is that her pupils don't react to the light very fast, so they have like a pistol to measure her pupils every 4 hours. I had to ask a doctor, not neurologist, regular physician, why, what happened, why is it happening. She said it might be happening for many reasons. She doesn't have an answer yet. I guess I have to ask a neurologist that question. Because they're still running some tests, a lot of tests. It happened this morning. Right now it's like what time now? Like 5 o'clock, 5 p.m. Anyway, you know, like at this moment, you realize that nothing else is important. Nothing else. Just health. You want your kids to be healthy, live long life, and I want them to be happy, and made me realize that nothing else is important, as important as your family. So cherish them, love them, spoil them, treat them as much as you can, because all other things are materials. How much money you make, the houses, promotions. You think it makes you happy. No, what makes me happy is to see my kids healthy. That's what's important. Promotions and other things it's nothing. So cherish, love, and hug your kids, and moms and dads, and your family. I love them so much. They're NICU survivors. They were micropremies, 2 of them. They were born at 27 weeks and 1 day, and they were at the NICU for 3 months.